Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game. I am David, and today, Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye has received some, flack for not being great. And is it merited? Maybe. But Hawkeye is a fairly balanced character. Hawkeye has 4 heroic symbols, he has 4 movement symbols, and he has what is it? 6 punch symbols. So balance. And balance is perhaps overrated, undervalued in Marvel United. It's kind of the jack of all trades, master of none. And I think that's okay to have in the game. You need heroic actions, especially against a lot of villains who have 4, 5 threat cards, who each have 3 threat or need 3 heroics in order to clear them. Hawkeye is going to help you with that. A double heroic is a nice card to be able to showcase that, to clear those off. And Hawkeye takes those 6 punches that he has, and he gets better. See, this master marksman, this turn you can treat each symbol on the storyline as double punch. Well, it comes with a movement, and that movement can be great. Or if you're in the perfect position already, this might as well say double punch. As long as the player before you played a double symbol card, Hawkeye has potentially 6 punches available to him. That's a card that will take out a henchman. That's fantastic. Do 6 damage to the boss. Is that the game winner? Probably. Possibly. I don't know. But it's potentially a really good card. It requires some setup. Don't get me wrong. Definitely requires setup. But it can be very useful. Now, his other special, Long Shot, this is the one on the left here, deal punch in the opposite location. Straight across the board. I wish he had more cards like this. I wish he had cards that let him use a punch to fire an arrow across the board. It would be great if one of his specials was like, while this card is face up, you may punch in an adjacent location or use your punches in adjacent locations. That would be great. Even if it was like only the punches on your cards. I could see that limitation. That would be really cool. I hope he gets an equipment like that. I don't know that we've seen his equipment, but that would be a nice help to Hawkeye. But back to Long Shot. 2 punches in the adjacent location, that really helps. It can potentially clear 2 henchmen, or not 2 henchmen, 2 thugs to prevent overflow. It can deal 2 damage to a henchman. That might be a kill. That might just soften them up. Let somebody be able to run in there and get the kill. And that kind of setup, it really does help. And a heroic, Hawkeye's playing a very nice team role. I do wish this came with the movement, but I do think that would be very potentially overpowered because then you've got 3 locations you could do 2 damage into. His last special card is Martial Artist. Until the beginning of your next turn, any damage you would take can be redirected to enemies in your location. This is hit or miss. Hawkeye's got to take damage in order for this to be good. It's going to depend on henchmen in the location. You can have that set up, or the villain moving into your spot and actually dealing damage to you. Is it great? No. Is it potentially useful? Yes, absolutely. Overall, Hawkeye, playable. Absolutely playable. I think he is somewhat reflective of his character, at least in the MCU. But I'm missing trick arrows. I'm missing equipment, which I know is coming. I just hope Hawkeye gets lots of cool equipment, and I fear that he won't. Yeah, I, I, I do like the spread of cards. I am slightly hurt by the single punch, the single heroic, the single move. Those cards slow him down. I do wish he had more doubles because only having four doubles, five if you count the wild, but 4 out of 10, that hurts. It's not like he has these amazing specials to counteract. I will say, Master Marksman getting a bunch of punches does cover a multitude of sins, but yeah. So Hawkeye, definitely not the strongest, but a character you can bring in that is a solid play against most villains. That he's going to help. That's the short of it. He will help you win the game. So, all right. Hey, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.